Trump came here, back with another video coming at you from chooseyourrelationships.com. And I found a new book called Measuring Manhood, Race and the Science of Masculinity. And this is a very interesting book by Melissa and Steen. And the book is about how masculinity was actually measured back in history. This goes back to the 1830s, and how masculinity was looked down upon, and how people were actually punished and killed and lynched because they had too much masculinity, and how masculinity was seen as a threat, and it was seen as somewhat of dysfunction in human beings. And black males, they didn't call them black, they didn't call us black back then, but any male of African descent was a threat because of their masculinity back then. And what they did is they measured how much masculinity you were supposed to have within society. And the people that had too much masculinity, they were experimented on and killed. And they cut their genitals off, and they were slaughtered, basically, and put in prison just for masculinity. So this book goes into great details and explains what happened and how it worked, and the policies and the laws that were put into practice. And it still has a lot to do with how males and females interact with each other today. And this is why you see a lot of beta males on television, because it stems back to what happened 200 years ago. And those policies and those laws are still in effect today. They don't delete anything. They just add on to it and move on to the next thing. So this is a very well written book, very research. And Melissa, the author, she looks at everything from a historical and political perspective. And she's a white woman, which is very interesting and very unusual, because most white people don't really talk about very much of anything that's controversial or political, especially if it involves black people. So I would highly recommend you getting this book. I don't recommend too much of purchasing any book, but it's only $23, so that's like a beer, and that's like a 12 pack of beer and some gas in your car. Or if you go to a bar, that's like 3 drinks. So it's a pretty cheap book. It's affordable from my perspective, but the information that you're gonna find and learn in this book is priceless. So I highly recommend you get it. And I also heard an interview that she did on this show called The Cows. I'm gonna put the link I'm gonna put the show notes to the link in the bottom of this video, and I'm gonna put the link to the Amazon at the bottom of this video. So I highly recommend you check it out. Again, Measuring Manhood, Race and the Science of Masculinity. So if you like what you heard in this video, check out my blog, chooseyourrelationships.com, and become a Patreon. And I'm gonna put the link at the video too as well. So join the movement. So Until next time, Shump Game is out.